Welcome to the Old Alice Road pre-recorded virtual public meeting video. Cameron County, in cooperation with the Cameron County Regional Mobility Authority and the Texas Department of Transportation FAR District, is proposing to reconstruct and widen Old Alice Road from Sports Park Boulevard to State Highway 100. The Old Alice Roadway project is a local government-sponsored project developed by Cameron County. Because state and federal funds would be utilized for construction, TxDOT has oversight responsibility. We appreciate you taking the time to view the details of this project and encourage you to contact our project team if you have any questions. Contact information will be provided at the end of this presentation. Please feel free to pause the presentation and navigate forward or backward using your video player at any time. Why a virtual public meeting, you ask? Cameron County, in cooperation with the Cameron County Regional Mobility Authority and TxDOT, would like to implement safe practices to provide project information in a safe manner to keep the public informed on transportation improvements in your area. Cameron County and its team members are committed to protect the public health of our community and to avoid in-person contact. The virtual public meeting will provide the same as an in-person meeting, such as project information, an estimated timeline for the project development, the process for submitting comments, and to provide key context to the public. The comment process is a little different than an in-person public meeting. Your comments or questions can be made at any time, but in order to be documented in the public meeting record, we must receive them by August 26, 2020 by 5 p.m. If you haven't done so already, please sign into the virtual public meeting by clicking the link on the meeting webpage after the presentation. All virtual public meeting materials can be accessed at https://www.cameroncounty.us/44975-2 or at www.texdot.gov, keyword Old Alice Road. Hello, my name is Lulu Mayorga, and I will be your presenter for the virtual public meeting. I would like to welcome and thank you for taking the time to view this virtual presentation that was shared with the public on August 11, 2020. The purpose of this virtual public meeting is to encourage and maintain effective communication with the public about this very important project. In addition, we will present and describe the recommended preferred alternative. This virtual public meeting follows an important step in the environmental process by providing an opportunity to the public to provide their valuable input in the proposed project, which is a very important project in eastern Cameron County within the communities of Los Fresnos and North Brownsville. Public involvement is an ongoing aspect of the project development process that encourages and solicits public input and provides the opportunity for the public to become fully informed and engaged on the proposed project. During the next few minutes, I will be covering the following: provide an overview of the Old Alice Road Improvement Project. We would describe the purpose and need of the project, show the roadway schematic that has been developed for the project, and highlight major changes within each section of the project. We will provide a project schedule and then explain the virtual public meeting comment process, which is different from an in-person public meeting. The virtual public meeting will then adjourn the presentation portion of the virtual public meeting. Even though the presentation will finish, the public comment period will remain open until August 26, 2020, to enable the public to provide comments to the project team. Prior to December 16, 2014, the Federal Highway Administration, or FHWA, reviewed and approved prepared environmental documents under the National Environmental Policy Act, or NEPA. However, on December 16, 2014, TxDOT assumed responsibility from FHWA for reviewing and approving certain assigned NEPA documents. This Memorandum of Understanding was renewed on December 9, 2019. This review and approval process applies to this project. Notices informing the general public were advertised in the Brownsville Herald and El Nuevo Heraldo on Sunday, July 26, 2020. In addition to the notices being advertised in local newspapers, notices were mailed to the adjacent property owners along Old Alice Road project limits, elected officials, and other interested parties. Finally, the notices of a virtual public meeting were posted on the Cameron County, CCRMA, and TxDOT websites. The following slide provides an overview of the project. The Old Alice Roadway project is located within the city limits of Brownsville and Los Fresnos. The map on the screen depicts the general area of the project. The project limits are from Sports Park Boulevard to State Highway 100, a distance of 4.9 miles. The existing roadway consists of a 2-lane rural roadway with parallel open graded ditches. The existing roadway conditions do not meet existing and future traffic demands. The proposed plan is to reconstruct and widen the existing roadway to provide for a 4-lane paved urban roadway that will provide a secure and efficient means of travel. In addition, an 8-foot sidewalk will run parallel to the road on both sides for pedestrian traffic. An existing bridge that spans the Cameron County Drainage District No. 1 Main Canal No. 2 will be demolished and replaced with a new bridge that matches our proposed roadway typical section. The project is needed because Old Alice Road does not meet current TxDOT design standards. The existing roadway is at traffic capacity and is experiencing increased traffic congestion. Reduced mobility has decreased automobile and pedestrian safety and has inadequate drainage. Traffic is expected to increase from 16,900 to 24,200 vehicles per day, a 43% increase. Portions of the road are impassable during rain events due to lack of pavement, causing a safety concern. The purpose of the proposed project is to meet the current TxDOT design standards, provide a roadway to meet the anticipated increase in traffic volumes, to reduce traffic congestion, to improve traffic and pedestrian mobility, to improve roadway drainage, and to improve community connectivity between Sports Park Boulevard and State Highway 100. As previously mentioned, Old Alice Road is a rural roadway consisting of a 2-lane roadway with no shoulders, and stormwater runoff is handled by parallel open graded ditches. The roadway also is not paved in some areas where the roadway is not striped to designate each travel lane and during major rain events is unpassable. The pictures presented depict the existing conditions of Old Alice Road. The first picture shows the existing roadway conditions from Sports Park Boulevard to State Highway 550. The roadway is a 2-lane asphalt paved roadway with no shoulders, and drainage is accomplished by open vegetated ditches that are parallel to Old Alice Road. The second picture depicts the existing condition of Old Alice Road from State Highway 550 to 1.65 miles north of State Highway 550. The roadway is a gravel dirt roadway consisting of an unmarked roadway with no designated travel lanes. Open graded ditches, which are parallel to Old Alice Road, provide drainage for the roadway. The third picture depicts the existing conditions of Old Alice Road from 1.65 miles north of State Highway 550 to State Highway 100. This section of roadway consists of a 2-lane narrow roadway with no shoulders, and drainage is provided by parallel open graded drainage ditches. The roadway will be reconstructed and widened to provide for an urban roadway typical section. This upgrade would consist of 4 12-foot wide travel lanes, a 16-foot wide center left turn lane, and 10-foot wide shoulders. The roadway would have curb and gutter stormwater system to accommodate stormwater. Additionally, sidewalks will be placed parallel to the road on both sides for pedestrians. Since the existing right-of-way width varies from 120 feet to 150 feet throughout the project, no right-of-way acquisition will be required on this project. For this presentation, the following slides will depict the roadway schematic in sections due to the length of the project roadway schematic. The schematic will also be posted on the virtual public meeting website so the public can view the schematic better and they can zoom into areas of interest. This slide consists of the section from Sports Park Boulevard to Naranjo Road. As shown on the schematic at the beginning of the project, there is going to be a 540-foot transition from a 2-lane existing roadway to our proposed 4-lane section. The picture provided at the bottom illustrates the existing conditions of Old Alice Road, which shows a 2-lane road with no curb and gutter system. As previously mentioned, no right-of-way acquisition will be required. The second section extends from Naranjo Road to State Highway 550. Pictures provided show existing conditions of the road underneath State Highway 550. The existing road below State Highway 550 has to be reconstructed in order to match the proposed typical section. The proposed improvements under State Highway 550 would not require any modifications to the existing overpass. A traffic signal is being proposed at the intersection of Old Alice and State Highway 550 frontage road. The third schematic section extends from State Highway 550 to 0.75 miles north of State Highway 550. Within these limits, Old Alice Road consists of a dirt road with no pavement, no signage, and no pavement markings. A traffic signal is being proposed at the Old Alice and State Highway 550 intersection. The existing drainage culvert at the drainage ditch will be extended about 40 feet to meet the proposed typical section. The next schematic section is from 0.75 miles north of State Highway 550 to 1.25 miles north of State Highway 550, which has a major curve in the roadway. The road in this section also has no existing pavement, lacks signage, and has no pavement markings to guide drivers through the curve, which creates a hazard. The fifth section of the roadway schematic extends from 1.25 miles north of State Highway 550 to 1.65 miles north of State Highway 550, a distance of 0.4 miles. In order to maintain positive drainage, a new 138-foot-long culvert will be installed at the existing drainage ditch. The sixth roadway schematic section extends from 1.65 miles north of State Highway 550 to 2.32 miles north of State Highway 550. A portion of the improved roadway would run parallel to County Road 321 just north of the county roadway. As shown in the picture, the existing bridge width does not match the proposed roadway. It will be removed and replaced with a new bridge to match the proposed roadway typical section. The bridge replacement is proposed to be constructed in phases so traffic flow is not interrupted. In order to provide access to Old Alice Road to County Road 321, an access road would be placed about 300 feet south of Lemon Drive. The next schematic section extends from 2.32 miles north of State Highway 550 to 0.38 miles north of Papaya Drive. A new access road will be placed about 950 feet south of Papaya Drive to connect Old Alice Road to County Road 321. These access roads are crucial since both roads will no longer intersect with each other. This will be accomplished by removing a segment of County Road 321 as shown on the schematic. A cul-de-sac will be constructed to allow drivers to safely turn around. The next section of the schematic extends from 0.38 miles north of Papaya Drive to 0.28 miles north of Hoya Street. The photograph on this slide depicts the existing conditions of Old Alice Road after County Road 321. Two existing drainage culverts shown in the segment will be extended to accommodate the new roadway typical section of 4 lanes, a center turn lane, and shoulders along with sidewalks on both sides of the roadway. The final section of the schematic is from Hoya Street to State Highway 100. The photograph on this slide depicts the existing Old Alice Road and State Highway 100 intersection. The existing signal will be modified to accommodate the new roadway width. The existing drainage structure would be extended due to the additional travel lanes, and the irrigation canal structure would also be extended. An environmental analysis on the proposed project improvements is currently ongoing. This virtual public meeting is one important aspect of the environmental analysis process. In addition to the public meeting, an analysis on the project area's environment is being conducted. This includes an analysis on federally and state-listed endangered species that could occur within the project study area, air quality analysis, a hazardous materials analysis, historical studies, archaeological studies, a noise analysis, a water quality analysis that includes waters of the U.S., including wetlands, and indirect impacts on the area due to the proposed improvements. The photographs on this slide show the existing conditions found along Old Alice Road, which include potential wetlands along the drainage ditches within the project, existing noise analysis, habitat found within the project, and wildlife found within the project. It is anticipated that the proposed project would have minimal impacts to the environment and the project would be approved by TxDOT as a categorical exclusion. This slide illustrates the project development process. Work on the project was initiated in November 2019. The schematic and the environmental document is currently being developed. As part of the National Environmental Policy Act, NEPA process, we are holding this virtual meeting to gather public input with respect to the project. Information collected will be analyzed to further understand the project needs. This project planning process has been estimated to be completed in spring 2021. It will be followed by project design and construction bidding. The construction of the project is projected to take 12 months, with the roadway to be fully operational in January 2023. At this early stage, it is estimated that the construction cost is $18.1 million. The purpose of this meeting is to gather public feedback. Please utilize the comment card on the website and submit the information either by mail, email, or phone. Responses to comments received by August 26, 2020 will be published in the virtual public meeting report on the county's and TxDOT's webpage. Please note that although we would officially be receiving comments for the project only until August 26, 2020, anyone may contact Mr. Benjamin Worsham, the project engineer, via email or telephone at 956-247-3500 or at his email address at benjamin.worsham@co.cameron.tx.us anytime during the project development process for questions that they may have on this very important project. Thank you for your time.